It's the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. We've got netball and football back in action across our wonderful state, but another week is what the folk in KNT will need to wait to come back to action. They're back in action on the 17th of April, and Sally is back with us again this season. Sally Bywater, great to have you back on. Are you rested and refreshed after having 2020 off?
Absolutely. We're ready to go again. And, just really excited to get back out on the courts this year.
As you should be. So, look, no matches this weekend, so you've got another week to prepare. But let's have a look at, or maybe we'll go club by club and just talk about who's doing the coaching and how things are looking. So maybe we could start first with your girls. How are they looking?
Yes, at Borton we've been training for a couple of months now, and being able to field all 10 teams, which is really, really good because, there's a lot of clubs are struggling. So we've got really eager girls out there and excited, and, not much change in our hierarchy or our coaches, but the girls on the courts are excited. As
they should be. So obviously hoping for a bit of improvement on 2019. You've got some youngsters coming through that have, they missed a year of development on the court, but they've had a year of physical development, I guess you could say. So they'll be bigger and stronger when they hit the court. Yeah,
and I think we see that across the league. Obviously a year and a junior is amazing how they can proceed. So I think last year we were lucky enough to play 4 round robin competitions for our juniors over 8 weeks. So that was really good for them, and to see them play in different places was really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's move our way through some of the other clubs and find out what you've heard. Maybe we'll start with KNT Netball. How are they shaping up for the season ahead?
Yeah, so they're obviously looking good. They've got 9 of the teams this season, and I do hear they have a big recruit in Charlie Hodges. So we probably heard her name as an ex-Thunderbird player. So she's pulling on the sneakers down at Kaiby this year, which is a great scoop for them.
That is. So Kaiby will be up and about. Their first round opponents, will obviously preview these matches next week, but their first round opponents will be Keith. That match will be played at KNT Netball. How are Keith shaping up?
Yeah, they're looking really good again this year. I think Georgia Cadso's in charge of their A grade again, so she's a great leader to have there, and a bit of youth and experience, which will be fantastic to see, and they'll be up there again this season.
That's right. Your first round opponents, you will be going to Penola in round 1. And Penola, how are they shaping up?
I believe they've had a bit of a change-up. They're missing one side this season, and I know they were not as many players, but I'm sure they'll be up there again, and they're always a force to be reckoned with, and that road trip to Penola will be a tough one, and it'll be great to take on the Eagles first up.
It will be. Mundalla, these girls pretty much had a season last year, didn't they, in the end? Did they actually play? I know the footballers did. Did the netballers have a go as well?
No, they ended up not playing. Right. They were. There was talk they were going to, but no. But I think that's good. I think they had a few out with pregnancy or injury last year, so I know all those girls are back this year and raring to go. I know there's a few young ones up playing in that competition in their senior grades, and that's great to see for the Mundalla girls.
So they'll be strong as ever, you would think. Yep. Obviously, the footballers, we know they had a win last year, but the netballers getting a chance to rest some weary bones and just add to the Tiger family, I guess.
That's exactly right.
Their first round opponents will be Narracourt. Now, how are they shaping up?
Now, Narracourt, they're led again by Georgia Gill this season. I know she had play 2019. She was pregnant and had a child, so she's just back raring to go and got them up there. And I know there's a few young ones in there again with their experience, and always again they're a top 5 side again this season, I would imagine.
You would think so. And that leaves us now looking at Lucindale. They're going to host their round 1 clash with Padthaway, but Lucindale, how are the girls there shaping up?
Yeah, obviously, again, 10 minutes in the last 2 or 3 years, I think, Lucindale, so I'm sure they'll be up there again. I do believe they've had a big injury in Holly Hannaford, so we know Holly's been the reigning best and fairest player and best on court and just scooped up everything, but she had a bit of a football injury this season, so we hope to see it back on the courts, but we're not sure. So, it's a big loss for them.
Well, it used to be the scourge on netball when it comes to player unavailability was that pregnancy bug which gets around from time to time. Now the footy bug which bites in the summer is playing havoc as well.
That's exactly right. I do see some photos of the football games over the summer with, ice on the knees and the thighs and the calves. And, so I think it has been taking its toll on a few of our netballers.
Pathway, they would have had a few girls going around on the football side of things as well. But how are they shaping up?
Yeah, I think they're looking really good. They're missing a few junior sides, but they've really got great numbers in their seniors this year. So they've had a bit of a change up in their coaching and their executive in their committee. So I know there's been good things. They've been training for quite a while and they're looking fit and good this year.
Excellent. Sally, I'm missing one, I'm sure, and you can fill me in as to who I've missed.
Yeah, obviously we're missing KL United
That's
this
right.
season.
That's right.
Yeah. So they have popped on over and playing in the Victorian League over that way this year. So we hope to see them back again one day. But, so we're back to a 10-team competition this season.
That's right. So there you go. That's a bit of a look at who's playing who in round one. Now, that means you're going to have 2 buys per round. Is that right?
No, so there'll be 10 teams. Kingston aren't fielding an A-grade side this year. So some will have a bye every week, and then, we've just got another couple of weeks off with our interleague round. So 16-round season, which, I think will be long enough.
I think so as well. 16 games is a good sized season, I think, for us in the country. Hey, look, before we wrap it up today, in terms of the structure of the competition this year for KNT, has there been any major changes in the number of grades or what you've got on offer for the juniors, or is it same as it was back in 2019?
Yeah, we still do have 10 sides, but our juniors had a bit of a change-up. We have a 17 and under, 16 and under, and 15 under competition.
Right.
So this season we're running a Division 1 and a Division 2 in our top 2 junior grades, but a bit light on this year. So in one of our grades, there's only 5 out of the 10 team clubs being able to field a side. So we're just going to try as hard as we can to get as much netball for our girls on the courts.
Yeah, and that's
in other ways.
That's fair enough.
I think it's just a sign of the times.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine that'll provide some challenges in terms of scheduling and where girls will need to go in relation to where the footballers and the senior netballers are playing.
That's right. It's just going to be hopefully a week-by-week thing, but as long as people are getting on the courts and the footy fields, that's all we're worried about. So, it's been great that we can actually offer 10 grades, but, it's getting a bit harder for some clubs. Yeah,
no doubt. Sally, sad to lose KL United, as we know, but can't wait to see the girls back on the court next week. When we chat next week, I can't believe it, we'll be previewing the first matches of season 2021.
We will, and we can't wait for that to happen.
Excellent, Sally. Great chatting, and good to have you back for the season. Enjoy your last free weekend for a while.
I will, it's going to be here before we know it.